They walk among you. They look like everyone else, but they're living in a completely different reality. They experience miracles daily. They manifest instantly. They feel no fear. And the secret, they're not going to the fifth dimension. They're already there. And you might be too without even knowing it. Before I reveal exactly how people who have already shifted to the fifth dimension are living right now and why Dolores Cannon said you might already be one of them without realizing it, I need you to do something that will reveal the truth. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and pay attention to this. In the last week, have you noticed that normal everyday things feel different? Like colors seem brighter, like time is moving strangely, like you can feel what others are feeling before they speak. Like reality itself is becoming more fluid. If you felt that, yes, if something inside you just recognized that description, write in the comments, I'm already in 5D. This isn't a wish. This isn't a goal. This is recognition. This is your conscious mind finally catching up to where your consciousness already exists. Do it now, because what I'm about to share will explain every inexplicable experience you've been having and prove that you're not going crazy. You're going home. Listen very carefully, because what I'm about to tell you will shatter everything you think you know about the fifth dimension. Most people think 5D is some future destination, some place you'll get to after years of meditation and spiritual practice, some reward for being good enough or evolved enough. They're waiting to ascend, waiting to shift, waiting to be ready. But here's what Dolores Cannon discovered through 45 years of deep trance hypnosis with thousands of people. Information that came directly from the source, from the subconscious, from the highest intelligence. We are already there. We will see it when we believe it. Read that again. Let it destroy every limiting belief you have about ascension. You're not going to the fifth dimension. You're already in it right now in this moment. You're just not seeing it yet because you haven't believed it yet. The fifth dimension isn't a place you travel to. It's a frequency you tune into. It's a state of consciousness you embody. It's a reality you perceive when your vibration rises high enough. And Dolores revealed something even more shocking. Millions of people are already living in 5D consciousness. They're walking down the same streets, shopping in the same stores, working the same jobs, but they're experiencing a completely different reality than everyone around them. How do I know? Because for the last 10 years, I've been one of them. And what I'm about to share with you is not theory, not point-taken channeling, not speculation. This is direct experience of what it's actually like to live in the fifth dimension while still inhabiting a physical body in the third dimensional world. Let me destroy the biggest misconception about the fifth dimension. It's not a physical location. It's not heaven. It's not some other planet. It's not even somewhere else. The fifth dimension is here now, overlapping with the third dimension, occupying the same space, but vibrating at a completely different frequency. Dolores explained it perfectly. Everything is energy, and the shape and form is only determined by the frequency and vibration. There are countless dimensions surrounding us all the time. We cannot see them because as the vibrations speed up, they are invisible to our eyes, but they still exist nonetheless. Think of it like radio stations. All the frequencies exist simultaneously in the air around you. But you can only hear the one you're tuned to. When you're tuned to 3D frequency, you experience separation, fear, limitation, suffering. When you tune to 5D frequency, you experience unity, love, infinite possibility, joy. And here's what will blow your mind. You're constantly moving in and out of dimensions throughout the day without even realizing it. Dolores confirmed this. You are constantly moving in and out of dimensions and don't even realize it because nothing is stable. Everything is always changing and moving. That moment when you felt inexplicable joy for no reason, that was 5D. That instant when time disappeared and you were completely in flow, that was 5D. That synchronicity that was too perfect to be coincidence, that was 5D. You've been touching the fifth dimension your entire life. You just didn't have the framework to understand what was happening. Now, here's where everything changes. Dolores discovered through her thousands of sessions that the shift to 5D isn't some dramatic event where you suddenly wake up in a different world. It's a gradual stabilization in a frequency you've already been experiencing. And the people who have already awakened to 5D, they're not special. They're not more evolved. They're not chosen. They simply recognized what was happening and consciously chose to stabilize in that higher frequency instead of bouncing back to 3D. Let me tell you exactly how people who are living in 5D right now experience reality differently. And I promise you, if you're watching this video, if something pulled you here, you're going to recognize at least half of these experiences. Reality number 1. Fear doesn't exist. People living in 5D don't experience fear the way 3D people do. Not because they're brave, not because they're suppressing it, because in the 5D frequency, fear literally cannot exist. Dolores stated it clearly. Fear is not real. Fear is an illusion. And it's only on Earth that we have these emotions. When you're stabilized in 5D, you might see potential dangers. You might take precautions. But that visceral, paralyzing fear that controls so many people, it's gone. You experience challenges with curiosity instead of terror. Problems become interesting instead of overwhelming. The anxiety that used to rule your life simply evaporates. Reality number 2. Synchronicities are constant. In 3D, synchronicities are rare magical moments. In 5D, synchronicities are your normal operating system. You think of someone and they immediately text. You need something and it appears within hours. Numbers like 1111, 222, 333 are everywhere. You're always in the right place at the right time. Doors open that shouldn't open. Resources appear that shouldn't appear. Life becomes a constant flow of coincidences that are so perfectly timed, so impossibly orchestrated that you know you're being guided. This isn't luck. This isn't wishful thinking. This is how reality works in 5D. Because in 5D, you're consciously connected to the infinite intelligence that orchestrates everything. Reality number 3. Manifestation is instant. In 3D, manifestation takes time, effort, struggle. You plant seeds and wait. You work hard and hope. But in 5D, the gap between thought and manifestation collapses. Why? Because Dolores revealed that time is the 4th dimension. And it doesn't exist in the 5th dimension. When you're in 5D consciousness, what you think and what you experience are simultaneous. You don't manifest through time. You manifest outside of time. This is why people in 5D can think something and have it appear the same day, the same hour. Sometimes the same minute your thoughts become reality so fast it's almost frightening almost. Reality number 4. Your body becomes light. This is where it gets wild. People living in 5D report that their physical bodies are literally transforming. Dolores documented this extensively. The body is becoming less dense, more light, more energy. And this manifests in very specific ways. You can't tolerate heavy foods anymore. Meat feels like poison. Processed food makes you sick. You crave fresh, live, organic foods. Water becomes essential. You drink way more than you used to. You need less sleep but feel more energized. Your skin starts to glow. Literally, people comment on it. And in some cases, Dolores confirmed this. Some people are advancing to the point where they don't need to eat at all. They're becoming pure light bodies living off energy, off frequency, off source. Reality number 5. Relationships transform completely. Here's one of the most painful but necessary aspects of 5D living. People fall out of your life suddenly, completely without explanation. Friends you've had for years feel wrong to be around. Family members drain your energy. Your entire social circle collapses. Dolores explained this perfectly. Old friends have moved out of their lives as a new circle of like-minded friends have replaced them. This isn't you being judgmental. This isn't you abandoning people. This is frequency separation. You're literally vibrating at a different dimension than they are. And in 5D, you can only maintain relationships with people who match your frequency. It's not personal. It's physics. But here's the beautiful part. As the old relationships fall away, new souls appear. Like-minded beings, awakened consciousness, people who see you, who get you, who vibrate at your frequency. Your tribe finds you. Your soul family comes home. Reality number 6. You feel like you're living in two worlds. This is the one that makes people think they're going crazy. You feel like you're existing in two completely different realities simultaneously. One moment you're in 5D. Everything is flowing. Synchronicities are happening. You feel connected to Source. Reality is magic. The next moment, you're back in 3D, dealing with bills, traffic, difficult people, systems that don't work, and it's exhausting. Dolores confirmed, the old 3D Earth and the new 5D Earth are overlapping right now. They're occupying the same space, but existing at different frequencies. You're literally straddling both worlds. And until the separation is complete, until you fully stabilize in 5D, you'll continue to experience this disorienting bounce between realities. Reality number 7. Time becomes fluid. In 5D, your relationship with time breaks. Hours disappear in what feels like minutes, or minutes drag like hours. You lose entire days. Weeks fly by. You can't believe it's already the end of the year. The past feels like a dream. The future doesn't exist. Everything is now. Dolores explained, time is the fourth dimension and it doesn't exist in the fifth dimension. When you're in 5D consciousness, you're experiencing reality from a non-linear perspective. Past, present, and future collapse into the eternal moment. This is why you can't stay on schedule anymore. Why deadlines feel meaningless. Why clocks feel like prisons. You're not becoming irresponsible. You're becoming timeless. Reality number 8. You know things without knowing how. Information downloads into your consciousness. You understand complex concepts instantly. You can feel what others are feeling before they speak. You predict outcomes with eerie accuracy. You just know truth when you hear it. This is because in 5D you have direct access to the Akashic records, the cosmic library of all knowledge. Your intuition isn't guessing. It's knowing. It's your higher self communicating directly with you. No intermediary, no translation needed. Pure, clear, undeniable knowing. Reality number 9. The material world loses its grip. Money still matters, but it doesn't control you. Possessions still exist, but they don't define you. Status still happens, but it doesn't fulfill you. Everything that used to matter in the 3D world starts feeling empty, hollow, irrelevant. Not because you're rejecting material reality, but because you've tasted something so much richer that material things pale in comparison. You've tasted presence, connection, love, source. And once you've tasted that, shopping for things to fill the void becomes absurd because there is no void. You're full. You're complete. You're home. Reality number 10. You experience moments of overwhelming love. This is the sign that confirms you're in 5D. Random moments of inexplicable, overwhelming, all-encompassing love. Not romantic love, not conditional love, divine love, source love, the love that is everything. You'll be doing something completely ordinary, washing dishes, driving, walking, and suddenly out of nowhere, this wave of love crashes over you. So intense, so pure, so complete. You cry tears of joy at beauty. You feel connected to everything. You know beyond any doubt that you are loved beyond measure. These moments aren't random. They're not fleeting. They're glimpses of your true state in 5D. They're showing you what's waiting when you fully stabilize in the fifth dimension. Now, let me tell you something that might be difficult to hear. Dolores revealed through her sessions that Earth is splitting into two distinct realities, two separate Earths, one in 3D, one in 5D. And this separation is happening right now, not in the future, not someday. Now she described it like a cell dividing. The Earth is literally separating into two versions. The old Earth remaining in 3D frequency. Fear, control, suffering, limitation, war, disease, scarcity. The new Earth ascending to 5D frequency. Love, freedom, joy, infinite possibility, peace, health, abundance. And here's what's crucial. You choose which Earth you experience through your frequency, through your vibration, through what you resonate with, not through your beliefs, not through your actions, through your state of consciousness. Dolores witnessed someone having a vision of this separation. They saw the Earth as a solid wall. Then it began to separate and move apart like a cell dividing, pulling apart until it broke into two Earths. On the 5D Earth, she heard them celebrating, "We did it! We did it! We did it!" On the 3D Earth, she heard them say, "Poor thing. She died believing all of that." The two worlds won't be aware of each other. Those left in 3D will think nothing happened. They'll continue experiencing the old reality, the fear, the suffering, the limitation, and they won't even know that another Earth exists vibrating at a higher frequency. Meanwhile, those on the new Earth will be experiencing heaven on Earth, and they'll be invisible to the old world because their frequency will be vibrating too fast to be perceived. Here's the question everyone asks. Who gets to go to the new Earth? And Dolores gave a shocking answer that destroys religious doctrine. It's not about being good enough. It's not about following rules. It's not about believing the right things. It's purely about frequency, about vibration, about what you resonate with. Dolores stated clearly, the new Earth will not accept people who live in negativity, who are at least 51% negative. If you're living in fear more than love, you stay in 3D. If you're living in love more than fear, you shift to 5D. It's that simple and that challenging. And here's what people don't understand. You can't fake your frequency. You can't pretend to be high vibration. You can't perform your way to 5D. Your frequency is determined by your authentic state, by what you genuinely feel, by what you truly believe, by what you actually choose in every moment. Fear will keep you in the old earth. Love will bring you to the new earth. And you get to choose which one you feed. Now, let me give you the exact practice that will help you stabilize in 5D consciousness to stop flickering between dimensions and anchor yourself in the higher frequency permanently. Step 1. The morning declaration. The instant you wake up, before your mind starts racing, before you check your phone, before the 3D world rushes in, place both hands on your heart and declare out loud, I am living in the 5th dimension. I am love. I am light. I am timeless. I am infinite. I choose 5D. Now, feel these words as truth, not as affirmation, as recognition of where you already are. Step 2. The fear release practice throughout your day. The moment you feel fear, anxiety, worry, stress, stop. Take 3 deep breaths and say, this fear is 3D illusion. In 5D, fear doesn't exist. I release it now. I choose love instead. Every time you choose love over fear, you anchor deeper into 5D. Every time without exception. Step 3. The gratitude transmission. Before every meal, no matter what you're eating, hold your hands over the food and say, I bless this food with 5D frequency. May it nourish my light body. May it support my transformation. This practice programs your food with higher vibration. It literally changes the molecular structure. You're eating light instead of just matter. Step 4. The connection recognition. Every time you interact with another person, silently say, this is 5D meeting 5D. This is Source greeting Source. I see the divine in you. This practice destroys the illusion of separation. It helps you see everyone as consciousness in disguise. Step 5. The evening integration. Before sleep, review your day and ask, when did I experience 5D today? When did I feel love? When did I feel connection? When did I choose freedom over fear? Celebrate those moments. What you focus on expands. Focus on your 5D experiences and they'll multiply. Step 6. The belief reprogramming. The most important practice of all, every single time you catch yourself thinking, I'm going to 5D someday. Stop and correct it. I am in 5D now. I'm just learning to see it. Dolores was crystal clear. We will see it when we believe it. Your belief creates your perception. Your perception creates your reality. Change your belief and you change everything. Do this practice every day. Not when you feel like it. Not when it's convenient. Every day for at least 40 days. And watch what happens. Watch how your 5D experiences become longer, stronger, more stable. Watch how the 3D world starts feeling less real. Watch how you stop being pulled back and forth and start living permanently in the higher dimension. Let me address something painful but necessary. As you stabilize in 5D, you'll encounter people who are stuck in 3D. Family members, friends, co-workers, people you love, and they'll think you're crazy. They'll tell you you're delusional. They'll say you're in denial. They'll accuse you of being irresponsible, impractical, out of touch with reality. Dolores addressed this. If you try to explain it to someone who's not ready, it would just go over their head and they wouldn't understand because they're not ready to understand. You cannot drag people into 5D. You cannot force them to wake up. You cannot convince them through argument or logic. They will shift when they're ready, when their soul calls them, when their frequency rises. Your job is not to save them. Your job is not to prove anything to them. Your job is to be the frequency, to hold the light, to live the example, and then let them choose. Some will be inspired by your transformation and begin their own journey. Others will reject you completely, and that's okay. That's their path. That's their timing. That's their choice. Love them from 5D. But don't lower your frequency to make them comfortable. Because if you do that, you help no one. Not them, not you, not the planet. This is the question that causes the most fear. What happens to people who stay in 3D? And Dolores gave a compassionate but honest answer. They will be allowed to live out their lives on the old earth. They'll continue experiencing the 3D reality, the fear, the separation, the suffering. And when they die, they won't come back to the new earth because the new earth will not have any negativity. Instead, They'll be sent to another planet that's still experiencing 3D lessons because the soul chooses what it needs to learn. And some souls need more time in 3D. Dolores also revealed something that might surprise you. There is no hope for some people. Some people are so loaded down with negativity that there is no hope for them to go to the new earth. This isn't judgment. This isn't punishment. This is frequency. Oil and water don't mix. Fear and love can't coexist. 3D and 5D are vibrating at such different frequencies that they cannot occupy the same space. The separation is necessary, not cruel, necessary. And here's what's important. After the separation, one world will not be aware of the other. Those in 3D will continue their lives thinking nothing happened. Those in 5D will be experiencing a completely different reality. Same planet, different dimensions, different experiences, different worlds. Let me share with you the most profound truth Dolores revealed about 5D living. The new earth is not a new place to go that will magically make your lives better. It is a state of mind from a pure focus of intention available to you right here and now. Do you understand what this means? 5D isn't coming. It's here. You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to become ready for it. You just have to choose it, believe it, see it. Dolores's daughter, Julia, explained it perfectly. Whatever your consciousness and thoughts focus on is what you will experience and perceive. You are creating your reality with your thoughts. And if they're focused on negative experiences, your consciousness will vibrate at a frequency that is too low to perceive the new earth. This is the secret. This is the key. This is everything. Where you place your attention determines which earth you experience. If you focus on fear, violence, scarcity, problems, you stay in 3D. If you focus on love, peace, abundance, solutions, you shift to 5D. And the beautiful part, you can shift instantly right now in this moment. Not through years of practice, not through perfect meditation, through a simple choice, through a shift in focus, through a change in belief. I need you to understand something right now. Every weird experience you've been having, the unexplained joy, the time distortions, the synchronicities, the knowing, the feeling that reality is becoming more fluid, none of it is random. All of it is confirmation. You're not going crazy. You're going sane. You're not losing your mind. You're finding your true mind. You're not becoming disconnected from reality. You're becoming connected to true reality. Dolores spent her life documenting this shift. She interviewed thousands of people. She collected thousands of testimonies. She gathered thousands of confirmations. And they all said the same thing. The shift is happening now. The new earth is here. And those who are ready are already experiencing it. You found this video for a reason. Something in your consciousness pulled you here. Your higher self guided you here because you're ready. Ready to stop waiting. Ready to stop preparing. Ready to recognize that you're already home. The people living in 5D, they're not special. They're not more evolved. They're not chosen. They're just people who recognized what was happening and chose to stay there, who stopped doubting, who started believing, who changed their focus from fear to love. And you can do the same thing starting right now in this moment. If every word of this video has resonated in your soul, if you recognize these experiences, if you know you're already living in 5D at least part of the time, write in the comments, I choose 5D. Now, this declaration is powerful. This is you making a conscious choice. This is you telling the universe, I'm done waiting. I'm done preparing. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm home. And then live from that truth every single day, every single moment. Let your focus be on love instead of fear. Let your attention be on abundance instead of scarcity. Let your consciousness be on unity instead of separation. Because Dolores left us with this profound promise. A wonderful new reality exists for us if we make the effort. The new earth is not merely a new place to go that will magically make our lives better. It is a state of mind from a pure focus of intention available to us right here and now. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to become anyone. You don't have to wait for anything. The fifth dimension is here now, available. You just have to see it. And you will see it when you believe it. Welcome to the new earth, beautiful soul. Welcome home. The reality you've been seeking isn't coming someday. It's here. You're in it. You're living it. You just needed someone to confirm what your soul already knows. Stop waiting for 5D. You're already there. Now it's time to live like it.